The long tail tubular cast on works well for 1x1 ribbing and creates a really neat edge. It starts off very similar to the long tail cast on, and we're going to measure how much of a tail to leave in the same way. So wrap your yarn around your needle once for every stitch you need. I'm going to do about 30 stitches, so that's 10, and I'm going to double it and then again. So that's enough for about 30 stitches, and I'm giving myself a little bit extra so I've got enough for a tail. I'm then going to create a slip knot. I'm going to put this on my needle with the tail at the front. Now, very similar to the long tail cast on, you put your thumb and your index finger between the two strands of yarn and hold on to the rest of the yarn with your other fingers. You then just bring it forward so you've got these two strands to work with. So we're going to count this first little stitch as a knit stitch, so we're going to start with a purl. So bring your needle to the back, under, and then over this front, and that's a purl, and you can see where it creates a little bar over the front. Then for a knit, we're going to go over this front side, then under the back, now for a purl, under the back, over the front, bring it around, and then under the front, over the back for a knit. And you're just going to keep doing that until you have as many stitches as you need. So let's do a purl, and then a knit. Then we'll do another purl, another knit, and keep going like that. Now I've cast on all the stitches I need, so I'm going to twist this around just to keep it in place because it's not very secure, and I'm going to turn my work to start on our setup rows. Now we do a couple of setup rows worked flat regardless of whether we're going to work in the round when we're doing a tubular cast on. Now, making sure you're working with your working yarn and not your tail, we're going to start by doing knit one through the back loop and then slip one with yarn in front. So just going to get my stitches near to the tip of my needle, and then I'm going to go in through the back, and I'm going to knit one, and then I bring my yarn over to the front, slip one with the yarn in front. This gets easier after we've got a few stitches because it makes it a lot more secure. So then we go through the back loops, knit one, bring the yarn over to the front and slip one. So again, I'm going to come a bit closer, go in through the back loop, knit one, bring the yarn to the front, and then slip one with the yarn in front, back to the back, and then we're ready to do another knit one. Now the stitches do get kind of twisted around on a circular needle, so just as it comes onto the needle from the cable, just make sure they're twisted so the joins are along the bottom and the loops are on the top. It's quite easy once you start twisting them around to see which way is the correct way. Now we're coming up to our last two stitches, so knit one through the back loop and then slip one with yarn in front. And that's our first setup row done. So then I'm going to flip it around, ready for our second setup row. This is very similar to the first one, except we're not needing to knit through the back loop. So we're just going to knit one, bring the yarn to the front and slip one with yarn in front. And we're just going to keep repeating that for the whole of the row. So knit one, bring the yarn to the front and slip one with the yarn in front. Now we're coming to our last couple of stitches, so just knit one, slip one with yarn in front, and those are our setup rows done. Now to start working in the round, I would just need to add my marker and then bring the end of my row around, and I can start with knit one, purl one. Now mine's a bit tight because I probably could have done with casting on a few more stitches, but I can do one knit, and then a purl. It's just a bit of a stretch, And you can just keep repeating knit one, purl one, and if you've got enough stitches it'll be a lot easier.